Nigga called him Mr. Potato Head. I said, no, cat. Then he said, what he say, Cedric looked like a walrus, nigga said. I'm like, no, nigga, no. Nigga, he got Ricky Smiley so good. Ricky Smiley got on the internet making tea and started crying and disappeared. Ain't nobody seen him since, nigga. He ain't did no more posts, he just disappeared. I called Cat on the phone and said, nigga, you better be on the lookout for Smiley. That nigga was come smiling. Clive was the one to get you. He's smiling, nigga. I said he might show up with a dress on. Shit, me and Cat, the last two that ain't worn a dress, nigga. I called that nigga. I called and said, nigga, let's do the non-branded dress tour. That shit'll be hot like a motherfucker. And Club Shay Shay. Yeah, Shay Shay. Gay gay. I don't give a fuck, that nigga gay, nigga. That nigga sitting there with them tight ass pants on, with his balls and dick all over Cat's face. And you know, the Cat kept looking the other way. You can tell how that nigga drink, nigga, he gay, nigga. He kept on saying, now, Cat. That's dick lips, nigga. That motherfucker had dick on them lips. Don't no nigga drink like that. Now, Cat. Dick lip motherfucker.
What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee. Tap it back in, man. What in the fuck is going on, man? I done heard of duck lips before, but that was some whole other ish that the OG of the comedy game, Eddie Griffin, was talking about there. Pause, right? But check it out. I'm seeing overwhelmingly negative reaction to Eddie Griffin's routine there. This viral clip, as you know, the way it all went down. Cat Williams set the internet, the blogosphere, the world on fire with that interview on Club Shay Shay. And of course, Mike Epps, you know, in a genius way, I thought was my take on it. If y'all ain't seen my video, the way he pulled that play when he got at Shannon Sharpe as with his comedy routine that was just viral like last week, had some things to say to Shannon, and Shannon reacted, jumped all the way out the window, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to scrap, he wanted to fade it up with the comedy guy, and they've patched it up. They met at a NBA All-Star weekend, dapped it up, showed some love, met at ate at a soul food spot in Indy. Everything's good. They handled it like grown men. As you know, like, I hate the term clout chasing in a sense. You smell me? Like, clout chasing is most definitely a thing. It always has been, but in this current blogosphere era, it just is like something that gets overly used, and people want to throw clout chasing on everything. Oh, he's a clout chasing this, clout chase that. This dude will show you how to chase the clout, etc. As that label was trying to be thrown on Mike Epps for that situation, but I always thought, like I said, Mike Epps is closely tied to Cat Williams' story in movies and comedy and Hollywood and all that. You know, him and Mike Epps' stories and careers are intertwined, and Mike Epps was really like one of the only comedians that Cat Williams didn't go in on Club Shay Shay. And at times during the interview, to me, that was my take, it really felt like Shannon Sharpe was trying to bait Cat, and Cat wouldn't take the bait, he wouldn't fall for it. So to me, that was genius the way Mike Epps did that. Like clout chasing, no, that was power play, and he's got his comedy special coming up and everything. But here we are now with Eddie Griffin, and you know, he's just being called a clout chaser, that he's biting what the last man did, and the blogosphere is just going in on him. You know, oh, you're washed up, this is sorry, you're clout chasing at this age just to try to resurrect your career and all that, you know what I mean? And you heard Eddie Griffin also talking about comedians wearing dresses, male comedians wearing dresses. I know everyone knows what I'm talking about. This is something that has been discussed for the longest time, Billy Joel voice, right? That the powers that be want to put male comedians in a dress as a humiliation ritual of sorts, and, you know, kind of represents selling their soul. And it's a whole nother discussion, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna jump all the way into it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And Eddie Griffin was like, yo, me and Cat are the only two out there that didn't wear a dress. You know, like me and Cat versus the world right now. And some cats are like, yo, you didn't wear a dress. They're clowning his outfit, saying that's the dress you're wearing right now on the stage. But I don't know, tap in, let me know what you thought. But let's see what Shannon Sharpe had to say.
Star Chris said, hey, I know y'all brothers made up, but it must be said, Shannon getting this sensitive over comedians cracking jokes about him in the workplace. Work is truly sad. Context is everything. Okay, Star Chris, I get it. Moved on. I mean, that's what they want to do. Fine, have at it. I'm done. But like I said, I gave my sister my word. I'm moving on. But she told me something. Like I said, I told my sister today. I sent her something, and she picked up the phone immediately.
Yeah.
She said, Shannon, what did Granny always tell us? She said, boy, a lie or die.
Yeah.
She said, Shannon, at some point in time, you're gonna have to learn you can't fight the devil every day because you'll fight a never-ending war. Pick and choose the battles you want to fight. This ain't one you should want to fight. People gonna let them say whatever. You know who you are.
Right.
You know what you are. What they're doing now is that they found out that Shannon is the hot thing. They're using the same joke, but at some point in time, it's gonna get old and people gonna get tired of y'all saying that Shannon gay and Shannon this, and you're gonna have to get back to telling jokes. Now, please tell me you're not running out of jokes. As Colonel Jessup said, please tell me you ain't pinned these two Marines on phone calls and toothbrushes. Please tell me. Please tell me you're not gonna use Shannon as your punchline for the next 3, 4, 5 years. You're gonna have to start telling jokes. Please tell me you got jokes.
Yeah.
So, Star Chris, I appreciate that.
So Shannon Sharpe, he promised his sister he's on some new vibes. And listen, that is some serious game right there. Not even just talking about this situation. I always love that when I'm covering something and there's a very good life lesson, some game, something to take with you, if you will, throughout your day and utilize in our own lives as motivation and help us stay focused and succeed. Smell me, as he said, you know, you cannot fight the devil every day or it'll be a never-ending battle. And that's very important, man, because whether you're, you know, you look at that pertaining to fighting evil or just anything going on in life, any fight that you may involved in, metaphorically, physically, obstacles and hurdles throughout life, or just different things that may be hindering your life and stagnating your process and all that. Just remember, you ain't always got to jump into every battle, and don't get overwhelmed. Stay focused. Take things day by day, battle by battle, because that's what the devil wants, is for you to be overwhelmed and be weakened, and you know, when the devil can push forth with his evil, chaotic plan. But getting back to this whole situation, man, he just is ignoring what Eddie Griffin is saying. It seems that's what's going to be his strategy from this point on, I guess. I don't know. It was crazy the way, like I said already, he jumped out the window when it came to Mike Epps. Like, he was very over emotional. He wanted to scrap. Again, I'm glad they pieced it up. That's what grown men do. Like, that's what's up. You know what I mean? But I swear, I had a lot of individuals tripping in the comments. Not a lot, but just some cats were tripping, like, yo, coffee, with the zesty-ish and all that. And, you know, like a lot of these narratives about Shannon Sharpe. I was pointing then, and I'll point out now that it's 2024. Everyone knows what it is as far as with individuals' preferences and stuff like that. That, you know, the world is a bit different. Society is a bit different. And like I said then, and again now, or like back once again to the young buck-ish, I ain't dissing no one. I ain't dissing anyone for being happy and all that, okay, if you will. I'm just saying that, you know, these individuals are celebrities, right? They're in the spotlight, and in a sense, everyone knows when you become a celebrity, and that's how you earn your living. And the bigger your career is, all eyes on you almost at all times. Paparazzi will jump out on you, you know what I mean? In a sense, like, you sign up to have your privacy invaded to a degree. Now, obviously, I'm not saying like the press and media just has a right to invade celebrities' privacy, but I'm just saying that's part of what they signed up. You know it's coming, and everything is put out there into the blogosphere. Everything is caught in the spotlight, moments that should be private. And I don't know, like we saw with Young Buck, his preference came out and he was lying about it. And that's all I'm saying about Shannon Sharpe. Like I said before, because I had cats dissing me about that. I'm saying, like, hey, I'm not saying I know that's what it is for sure, but I'm saying if you connect the dots with some other situations and whatnot, it seems like there's really something there, right? It seems like the zest meter going off may not be a false alarm. And you know, just do you live your truth, come to grips with what it is, and don't be scared. But once again, this is just allegedly. There's some stuff out there regarding Shannon Sharpe that indicative, pause, of how he swings, pause. But that's just something else I'm seeing in the comments where some individuals, a good percentage of individuals, are saying like, hey, you notice Shannon doesn't deny this, or Shannon is very careful, or I don't know, you can see the way he addresses this all. He kind of steps around certain stuff neatly, and it's making a lot of people really wonder what it is with all that. But I don't know. Get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about all this zest talk about the OG Eddie Griffin here dissing Shannon Sharpe. Is it lame? Is it corny? Is he clout chasing in this situation to you? Do you think it's sad to see him at this current juncture in his career, being around for so long, doing this? That's a big narrative right now. But Shannon Sharpe taking the high road this time. He don't give a fuck. Mike Epps had him jump out the window, but he ain't doing it this time. And once again, him and Mike Epps pieced it up in Indy. Yo, someone had me cracking up too. They said, look at Ocho Cinco fake listening. Yo, Ocho Cinco's a trip, man. Like, what happened to you, Ocho? I don't know, man. But people, I look forward to hearing everyone's thoughts, taking opinion in them comments. Do me that solid. Smash that like for me. Help me break through that door algorithmically. You know, I need every interaction I can get. Subscribe, but more importantly, hit them comments. It's all about hearing from the people as we talk music, news, sports, and more over here. But I'm going to close this out with one more clip for y'all. As you know, Club Shay Shay killed it with that Cat Williams interview. It was a game changer. You know what I mean? He's going to get into some interesting stuff here. Shannon Sharpe, that is, you know, with all his success and, you know, what may be in the future. And something else interesting is that he, you know, did some work with Martin Lawrence with a Super Bowl ad. And I don't know, with the way everything's going organically with this podcast and all that, it feels like the comedy world, Shannon Sharpe is going to, you know, become a part of that world more and more as well. And there's another OG of the comedy game, Martin, you know. So here's that clip. Let's talk about it all. Catch you on the next one. Peace and God bless.
Because I understand they had their choices of any current or ex-athlete, celeb, entertainer, and they chose me. And then once I found out who I was going to be paired with, now I'm super, super duper excited, because we know Martin. Martin is one of the great stand-ups of any generation. The Martin Lawrence Show, now he's A-list, the box office. And so for me to get an opportunity to be in the big game with a national spot on that Sunday means a lot to me. And so I'm super excited about that. The event, the golfing event that Martin and I were scheduled to do doesn't quite get off to the start that we imagined, but we had fun. And so I had to hold the Oikos. He had to hold the Oikos. And so it was very, very, very exciting. And I want to thank Oikos not only for that, but partnering with HBCUs because they feel that resources and funding should not be a reason why everyone's not getting quality nutrition. So I really appreciate them for that.
Does anything make you nervous? Like, were you nervous to know you were going to be in a Super Bowl ad? Or is it just like,
No. I've kind of like gotten used. I think my grandfather used to have my brother and I. I think I was about 5 or 6. He was about 8 or 9.
Yep.
And we would have to pray in front of the church. We'd have to lead devotional service. And so I got used to speaking and being in front of people and talking at a very, very young age. And so now when I have to do it, it's second.
Yeah, I've been in front of the church.
Yeah.
I'm good.
In front of 80,000 and everybody's watching your every move. You kind of get used to it. You know, I mean, you get nervous. Yeah, you get but not nervous that, I'm going to fail or I'm not going to be like, I'm so excited for this opportunity.
Right. Well, congratulations. I'm excited to see your spot.
Thank you.
I know you already know this, but like, man, you were all over my social media. You were killing it between what you've already done, Club Shay Shay. I want to say this, Cat Williams interview, comedy.
Yes.
He had rappers, actors putting out PSAs. It was hilarious. Is there anything from that interview you look back on now and you're like, I cannot believe this man said that?
Well, at the time, I'm there listening. And for me, a lot of times when people have platform, they're more interested in hearing their voice than the guest voice. And if you look at guys, you notice when people come on Club Shay Shay, I let them speak. It's not for me to decide if they're telling the truth or not. I'm not 60 Minutes. I'm not an investigative journalist. And so I'm a conversationalist. I'm allowing people to come into that space and have a conversation. And a lot of times what I found out is that if people get comfortable, he or she will tell you things that they probably haven't shared or they haven't shared in a very, very long time. Like I had Monique on last week. Monique opened up and shared some things that I heard some of the things I vaguely hear about. But a lot of times people think that like when you're in California and I'm who I am, you've got to be going to these parties. You've got to know what they're talking about. Bro, I don't travel the network. If it doesn't pay me, I normally don't move unless it's an opportunity for me to make money or I'm making it.
Right.
And so for me to go to somewhere that's not just to say, I'm here, that doesn't work for me.
Right.
And so, a lot of things that he was saying, I had no idea it was going to be that. I was just hoping for 10 to 15 million views. And we did 14 million views in 2 days. And so obviously we have to rethink. And so I remember calling my producer, CJ. I said, okay, bro, in 2 days, we're at 14 million views. Where do you realistically think we can get? He said it's going to do at least 50 million views. I said 50 million. And so now I'm going to YouTube and only Joe Rogan has 2 interviews, sit downs, that's done at least 50 million views. And so YouTube is 2 decades old. And now that I'm the 3rd guy to have that, and probably by the end of the month, it's going to probably do 60 million views. No, I'd had no idea that Cat was going to do that. And it was going to generate the buzz that it generated.
No, that's amazing. Congratulations on that and continued success with that.